Dear learners, welcome back to the Unit 9 SEO Basics. Let's first understand what SEO or search engine optimization is. For that you have to understand what search engines are, right? You must have used Google, you must have used Bing, you must have used Ask, you must have used DuckDuckGo, you must have used Yahoo in order to search a lot of information. Now, all these things where you go and type and look up for certain information is nothing but your search engine, right? So, Google is what? Google is a search engine. Now, next time when you go up to your browser and you look up for information, always remember that browser in which you are looking up for information is what? Is another search engine, right? And why is search engine optimization important, right? So SEO, the search engine optimization, why so much of emphasis is being given to it? Why an entire team is being deployed of search engine in big organization, right? So it is because most web traffics come from Google's organic results. Now, why do you say that we are talking about search engine and why we are talking about Google? Well, it is because all the other search engine that I have mentioned right now do not even contribute 10% to the total traffic, right? Majority 90% of the people are using Google as their preferred search engine, yeah? And we would see that most of the traffics come from Google organically, provided you do your search engine optimization well and aligned with your website of your organization. Organic search accounts more traffic than overall source of traffic combined, right? Now you would see that when I want to I have a certain question in my mind and I want to answer to it, apart from asking it to my friends, colleagues, or say our parents, what is the other way out is that we go and type it in Google, right? So it is not that we go to YouTube or we go to Facebook, Instagram to look for that answer. The preferred way still is that looking up for that information into a search engine, right? So that is how the moment someone is looking up for that information, and if that information is well aligned, the search query is well aligned to your website, immediately your website comes up to their search engine pages, right? So we have pages like from 1 to 1000, hundreds, right, in Google. So that is the reason why. So all these pages includes information related to your search query. The first page holds the more relevancy. The others, as we move ahead from page 1 to page 10, the relevancy goes down, yeah. So here is a piece of data for you all. So Google's organic results is accounting to the number that you get to see in your screen, right? And it is followed by your Facebook, YouTube, Yahoo, and Bing. So you see yet majority of the traffic that is coming organically to your site is through Google, right? Or the search engine that we are talking about here, right? What are the benefits of SEO? SEO leads to more traffic, we have understood, and the core purpose is this only, right? For example, if I am a startup and I am selling sports shoes, so I want that whenever an individual is looking for sports shoes in Google, my website should come up, my products are listed to him, right? It is only then I say that, my website is pulling right kind of traffic and I am doing good sales because I am able to provide the right information to the people who is seeking for it, right? Most of people tend to click one of the first few results that is in their search pages, and the higher the ranking, they tend to go for the first 3 ranks only, right? When, say for example, I want to gift someone a flower bouquet and I have typed in Google best flower bouquet available, right? Or to buy best flower bouquet, right? I have given this keywords and immediately I get to see certain results on my search page, right? In my first page, and there would be certain ads, there would be some organic result as well, right? Now, depending on the content of that particular searches, the results that is coming up, based on their heading, based on their meta description, based on their URL, I create a subconscious note on where to click, right? And based on that information, I click on that particular landing page or that particular website, and I go and I see if it is of my relevance. I stay there, make a purchase and come out, right? So that's how important an SEO is, and if it is done well, that would lead to the right customer coming to your website, right, without paying anything, right? What are the other benefits? So as you get to see is that, higher ranking in Google drives more organic traffic to your website, and as I've told you, right, you would see that here 31.7% of the traffic is being coming organically through to your website. Why? It is because you have done your SEO well. So that is how things moving. Usually when you are performing SEO, it takes around 3 months to set in place and start giving you result. And SEO is a continuous process. It doesn't mean that once with a particular keyword your page is ranking higher on your first page, it shall remain consistent. You have huge competition in the market. You have thousands of competitors. They too are bidding with the same keyword that you are bidding for. They are also using similar content just as you are using. So you have to ensure that you are continuously updating yourself. You keep an eye on the keywords that you are putting. You keep an eye on the analytics of how people are coming to your website, how long are they staying in your website, when are they going, what is the bounce rate of your website, and all of these things allows you to make a right strategy or decision in order to choose the right approach to do your SEO. Yes. SEO leads to consistent traffic. So as I've told you, right, ranking in search engines usually leads to both consistent and passive traffic. You see, once you do SEO, you will see that there is a continuity. There is, if you have attained a particular level after doing search engine, the traffic, it shall almost remain constant or it will go high. There would not be epic fluctuation that all of a sudden there is a complete drop. That doesn't happen with SEO, right? So for that, what you have to do is you have to be very much vigilant. You have to keep an eye on your SEO activities. You have to keep a continuous track on how all things that you have implemented is actually working. You have to see which pages are bringing in more traffic for you, what keywords you have used for that, what kind of content you have put up there, and which are the pages which are not really working for you. The bounce rate is high. So you do your own page analysis based on the result and based on the analysis of the traffics, how they are coming there and which all pages are they interacting, what is the user session. You make your next plan of action, right? Moving ahead, SEO leads to free traffic. So as I was telling you, right, unlike paying for ads, search traffic is free. What you have to do is you have to keep an eye on the trend. You have to see which keywords are your customer segment is using when they are searching for your products or similar products and services they wish to have knowledge of or they wish to interact or engage with, right? Moving ahead, how does search engine actually works? They search the world wide web using specific words and phrases. Now see, any word that you put up in your search engine is a keyword that you are putting. Even my name for that matter, Rakhi Ghosh, is a keyword. Even your name is a keyword. And whenever you search for that particular keyword in any of the search engine, what happens? Google crawlers and spiders, they start looking for the information that is relevant to that keyword, and whichever is providing best of the information relevant to your search query, that they put there up in your first search page. They index the result, they find and their location, as I've told you, right? In that particular, you have a website, it has 11 pages, but the user who is looking for that information or that particular keyword relevancy is at your 7th page or at your about us section, right? So what the Google crawlers and spider will do, they'll fetch that particular data, they'll index it, and they will bring that particular page up in front of your viewers or the audience who is looking for that particular keyword or information, right? They provide a user access to this index and the ability to search it using combination of words or phrases of their choosing, right? So now at times it can be only AI that they want to search for, or sometimes it can be an entire phrase saying that what is AI, and if any of this phrase or that keyword matches your content that is up in your website, Google crawlers and spiders will put it up in front of that particular audience, right? Now, search engine marketing, when I talk about what it is revolving around, it talks about promotion, it talks about engagement, it talks about measuring how one campaign is better than the other, it talks about optimizing of that campaign. Now, understand, search engine marketing is very much different from search engine optimization. When we are talking about search engine optimization, we are talking about reaching to masses organically without paying a penny. But when marketing is involved in search engine, we are talking about creating a budget, creating an entire ad strategy, publishing it, and reaching to the masses and analyzing if we have received the desired goal or objective that we had in our mind before publishing this campaign up. So just in front of the screen, you get to see what technical definition of search engine is all about. So basically, again, the concern here revolves around promoting your website and increasing their visibility in search engine result page, or the SERP that we call it. It could be your Google, Bing. So all of these search engine has their own ad, where you can put up your ads live, right? And then optimizing those contents, right, for their visibility. Moving ahead, search engine marketing is the what it helps into organic or natural results. So it also helps improving your the organic content that is up there. Now see, you have already used the keyword say sports shoes in order to promote your new sports shoes line that you have recently promoted, and you have put that campaign up in Google ad, right? However, you also have a section in which, apart from your landing page, you have the similar information of sports shoes and all of it. So when the user is looking for sports shoes and your ad is coming, it is already complementing your organic page as well. So there is a way that organic traffic or organic visualization of the same also boosts up. And how it is done? It is complementing the same keyword that you have used for your organic visibility, right? Paid result. So these are the differences, right? So in paid result, in case of advertising, programs are used to promote the website in the search engine result page, right? So you would see when you are looking for, as I've given you the example of the flower bouquet, right? What happens when I buy flower bouquet? First the ads would come, right? Say the three ads come, and then you would see of flower and of that particular keyword, flower and bouquet, there are some organic pages or websites also coming up. And you would see the difference that in ad also you have the same organization, and in organic also you have the same organization. So they are parallelly working on it, right? In organic you are not paying anything, you are just listing, or you are working on the keyword and content and optimizing your website. And in paid, what you are doing is you are doing bids on that particular keyword or search, right? And based on which your particular campaign is shown to your audience, right? Moving ahead, important task in the process is keyword analysis, is site popularity. In keyword analysis, here you are focusing on which keywords are actually driving more traffic to your website. You have an understanding of this. Now for example, say you are selling sports shoes, right? Now you have to analyze that. You put the keyword sports shoes there. You also when you are using Google Analytics, or for that matter you are using Google AdWords, there is a column of keywords there. What you do is you put your site up, the URL of your site up and you click on searches, they would find the best matches that with the search of these keywords people are coming to your website. Having understood that these are the most popular keywords which is driving more traffic to your page, is what you will be focusing on creating your entire marketing strategy upon. That these are the phrases that they will be looking upon, and at that point of time my page should be ranked higher, right? Site popularity. Now, what does that actually means? This is a measure of weight or presence that a website carries on different search engine. It is measured by something we mentioned earlier as called search engine saturation, which is an indicator of how much a particular website has been indexed by spiders and amount of backlinks that website has, right? So as I was telling you, when a particular word or phrase is being searched, spiders and crawlers, they go up and into the web and they see which website has those information, they bring it up, right? And for that matter, it isn't confined to one website alone. There might be some other websites also, or third party who are talking about the similar kind of things, or the backlinks they have given about your particular website, which is ultimately leading you to your main organization page. So this is how the site popularity is being mapped, that based on that particular searches, how much people are connecting to that particular website, how much traffic is being pulled down there, right? Important task in the process, again, we have the web analytics and HTML tools, we have sponsored results. So when we are talking about web analytics and HTML tools, these are worked on backend in order to make your website healthy before you put your campaign up. With the analytics tools, you understand that how your campaign is performing, right? You see which kind of traffic is coming to you. You put a lot of page tagging into it. While using HTML tools, you write the right kind of tags, you add those in your headers and footers wherever it is required in your websites, right? And then at the end, when you are satisfied with all of it, abiding by all the rules and regulation that is to be followed while performing your SEO or SEM is set on place, you work on putting your campaign live with defining your budget for daily basis, monthly basis, and the campaign is put up live, right? You have sponsor ads. Now this has to do with buying advertisement or buying places on search engine. Now see, there are different kind of ads you get to see. We have the display ads, we have the banner ads, we have in-stream ads that I have mentioned in my earlier videos. So what happens, you have to how do your ads will be visible there, right? So when you create the entire campaign, right, then you create the ad group, then you create ads, right? So you define that this particular ad will be which type of ad, whether you want a search ad, whether you want a image ad, whether it is a remarketing ad, whether it is a display ad, and then you also decide the placement in which all area you want this particular ad to be viewed. You wanted that your ad should be visible in run while someone is viewing an YouTube video as a form of banner, you can do it, right? So these is how you define the areas, right? Now what Google does is that they buy those places based on the availability, right? And there they would be showing your ads time and again, and based on this, per click. So you would see in Google, usually we talk about PPC, because you are buying that particular space in which you want your ads to be displayed to your audience, right? So every time someone interacts with that ad of yours, you pay to Google, right? Because of that particular space has been occupied by your ads, right? Moving ahead, what are the different types of SEO? We have understood what SEO is, how does it function, what is the importance of SEO in today's world, right, when you have a website. And we have also understood the difference between SEO and SEM, right, search engine optimization and search engine marketing, and what all things we need to keep on mind when we are doing search engine marketing. Now, what are the various types of SEOs, right? We have the on-page SEO and we have the off-page SEO. So let's see what on-page SEO is all about. So when we are talking about on-page SEO, we are talking about keyword research and analysis, which is very important, right? Now, if you want to rank your website high in the search page, you have to understand that what people are looking for, right? What kind of keywords are they looking for, or what kind of phrases are they looking for? Having done your analysis there, you can start working on the content. Suitable title and description text. Now, once you have done your keyword analysis and you know what people are actually looking for, you can start working on the heading and the description, which will further trigger their brain to click on that particular link and land in your website. Relevant and meaningful content. Now, having done that, you got your title and meta description, which gives an insight about what is there supposed to be in your landing page or your website page. Now they have landed to your website. Now work on the same thing, the content of that particular web page. Now, if they have seen the title says best flower bouquets, fresh flower bouquets are available here at a cheaper price, they have clicked, then they have went to your page, and there they get to see you are selling muffins and cakes. Makes no sense, right? So you have to keep that relevancy of your keyword, your descriptions, your titles, and then when people enter to your page, they receive the similar information. You are not misguiding your user basically. Internal linking. This is one of the very important thing. Your page might be your website might be a one pager, or it might consist of a lot of other pages in it, right? For home, we have a different page. About us, we have a different page. For product section, we have a different page, right? For our team, we have a different page. Ensure all these things are connected well. And time and again, you are providing enough option between the pages also to connect with your other pages, right? You give right kind of linkage of your other CTAs also, like for your contact forms, for your say privacy policy page, for your social media handles, all of this, right? Header and alt image text. So these are the process of your backend thing. So you have to ensure your header is right. You have alt image text everywhere. So the images that you are putting is renamed. It helps to improve your, again, as I've said, visibility in search engine. Optimize performance. So when all of these things are on place, you can start tracking how your website is working, and based on the analysis, based on the traffic flows, based on the search queries that you see that people are coming, based on the bounce rates, you can tweak it time and again and optimize it further. The most other two important thing that you have to keep an eye on is that your Google Webmaster Guidelines and apply web WC guidelines. So this things you have to follow those, that you are abiding by it and you are not doing any kind of malpractices in order to rank your page higher. If it comes into the picture of Google that a lot of, say, a quick example I'll give you. You see that sports shoe is in general bringing a lot of traffic. So what you do is, in your entire web page, you have put more than 50 words of sports shoes, sports shoes, sports shoes. So keyword pushing into your particular website is not a good practice. So that should not be done, right? So these are some of the tactics in which you can always rank your website in page 1, in rank 1. However, these are malpractices. You are not abiding these two guidelines. So always ensure that after doing all of this thing, also you keep a check that these guidelines are met and no malpractices are done. Only then you are achieving your target in order to be very strong with your SEO, right? Moving ahead, the second type of SEO is off-page SEO. Now, when I talk about off-page SEO, what I exactly talk about? I talk about link building, right? Now, when I talk about link building, I'm saying that my website URL is one kind of link that is available directly, through which if you know my website URL, you are coming to my page. However, what I do is I give this particular URL submission into different other third-party pages, which is talking something. Say, if I am someone who is selling an AI product, I have introduced a new technology which involves a lot of new trends of technology using AI and ML. So there are blogs which talks about importance of AI and ML and how with the use of that technology in recent developments have done. And there, if I submit my link that that particular person, I've asked that, and then give the reference of my link to know more, you can visit this website. So that is what, nothing but link building. Social media, having your identity in all social media platform of your business. Specifically, you have your business page in Facebook, business profile in Instagram, company page in LinkedIn, provides more visibility, and that's how it helps in search engine optimization. So if I am looking for DY Patil Vidyapeeth Center for Online Learning, and I see only DY Patil or DPU COL's pages in my first page, you will see DY Patil COL Facebook, you will see DY Patil Vidyapeeth Twitter page. Everything is there. It is why? It is because the presence of social media, your company's presence in social media is as strong as in any other platforms, right? Brand mention. So time and again, when you are posting anything, you tag yourself, your brand is being tagged by someone else, by some influencer. Say they are talking about how good DPU COL is, their online MBA, so they are mentioning it, right? So the number of brand mentioned by third parties or influencers also helps a lot in order to rank yourself higher in search engine pages. Fourth is rating and review management. So you would see Google provides the rating column where an individual can go and rate whether that particular entity is good or not. 5-star rating is there, so it's based upon your experience with that organization, you give your rating. Or just as in Facebook too, they provide an option to give the rating about that particular organization or that particular influencer, celebrity or public figure, right? So that too, because here people are taking your brand name or organization name and giving a review, right? So the more the content is being filled about you, your organization, products, the more the visibility comes up organically. Influencer marketing, as I've told you, influencer marketing is people who are a brand in name, their name is itself is a brand and they are known to the masses, and they start talking about you, your organization or your product. You would see usually every brand, when they are doing any kind of product launching, they associate with a brand ambassador, right? For OnePlus, they have their brand ambassador. For Nike, they have their brand ambassador. So why do they cater to those people? Because they know that their influence, their fans are among their influence, and if they are talking about a particular brand, a particular commodity, it will have a good reach. Likewise, this particular influencers, when they are talking about your product, services or organization in their social media handles, they are giving you, your brand, your organization, a visibility that enhances your search engine optimization ranking. Guest blogging, as I've said, some third party is blogging and talking about you, giving your link, and people are your pages are driving traffic from there. So this is the difference between on page and off page. On page is mostly all the technical things that you do, analysis and an idea to keep your website healthy or not, and in off page you do submission, link building, generating more brand awareness, tagging more people, getting your pages known by third parties, right, and increasing their visibility. Keyword optimization. So when I talk about Keyword optimization, what do I mean? So I mean that when someone is looking for that particular sports shoes, my new brand, say New Era Sports, comes into their search engine result page first. The act of researching, analyzing, and selecting the best keyword to target and drive qualified traffic from search engine to the website is nothing but it is keyword optimization. Keyword search optimization is a critical step in initial stages of search engine marketing, whether both organic or paid, right? Because first you have to know, when you have starting something new, you don't know people are looking for that particular product, commodity or services that you are selling in which way. So first you do competitor analysis, you understand that traffic to their website is going through which kind of searches, right? Having understood this, start implementing it in your own website. So keyword optimization is the very first key in search engine optimization. What to evaluate when optimizing your keywords? Keyword popularity, which keywords are being searched more and which are indirectly associated with your organization or brand. Keyword relevance. So obviously you have to keep an eye on how relevant that particular keyword is with your product, service, or your brand offerings, right? So if it is not of your relevance, for example, as I've told you, if you're selling cupcake and when I am looking for fresh flowers, it is redirecting me to a page which is selling fresh cupcakes, that means there is a gap, there is a huge loophole I need to take care of, right? So always ensure that you keep an eye on your keyword relevance. What you are talking and you are aligning with your content is giving the same result that a user, when he or she is searching, has it in their mind, right? Moving ahead, you have to keep in notion of when a particular keyword is used, what will be the keyword intent, right? Which stage are they in the search cycle? Now, for example, if they're only putting AI, right? So if you are creating content on AI, you have to keep an eye that if someone is searching for AI, they should see this particular website of mine. However, if they are looking for information as what is AI, then they should see this particular web page of mine, which is talking about what is AI and how we are giving AI services, right? How are they browsing? Are they frequent browsers or not? Based on the behavior of that individual, you can also drive your entire pages that which kind of traffic should come to your page. Especially this is done during search engine marketing, right? Behavioral targeting plays a very important role there, right? The intent behind keywords, more specifically search queries, can be broken into three phases. Why exactly people look up for content, right? First is navigational, company, brand queries, domain queries. They want to know about this particular company, say Nestle, right? Or they want to know about Nestle's Kit Kat, right? So or they want to know about whether that particular domain nestle.com exists or not, right? So this could be one kind of query. Second kind of query is informational. They want to know that whether KitKat is really Nestle's brand or not, right? So this is informational query that they are putting up. Or they want to know that what is the percentage of sugar that is being used in order to create that Nestle's trademark product, the chocolates. Transactional, or they are looking for they want to buy KitKat, so they are putting the query buy KitKat, or they are putting the query price of KitKat. These are transactional queries. So these are basically three types of things in which an user look up for information in their search engines that they are associated with. What kind of tools you can use in order to do your keyword analysis or keyword optimization? You can use Google Trends, you can use Google Analytics site search, you can use competitive research, you have Google Suggest. So these are the tools that you can use in order to study keywords, do the analysis and find the best fit that would be right for your website, for your web page, or for that matter for doing your search engine marketing or search engine optimization. And we have the keyword planner, of course, which gives you more insights on a particular keyword that you wish to choose. With this, I come to the end of this topic. I hope you have understood what search engine optimization is all about, how it is different from search engine marketing, what is the importance of search engine optimization, what is the importance of keyword optimization. With this, I shall see you in our last unit soon. Happy learning.